I am Allie Webb. I am the founder of Drybar. I am going to show you guys how to do some hair stuff today. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. And I'm going to wait a few minutes to start so more people can join. But I'm really excited to show you guys some things that you can do at home and how to get great hair during the quarantine. So if you're not familiar with Drybar, we started the company over 10 years ago. We have 150 locations across the country. Sadly, all of them are closed right now, which is why videos like this are super important. Because if you're doing your hair at home, you need to kind of know what you're doing. So I'm going to show you all sorts of tips and tricks of mine, things that I do. I actually am one of those people that will go as many days as possible without washing my hair. And lots of dry shampoo. So I'm going to show you some of the things I do, and then I'm going to, answer questions. So if you guys have questions about your hair, questions about, Drybar life in general, just kidding. All right, so I am going to first start with the front of my hair. I actually blew my hair out this morning with our double shot. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but this is, it's like a blow dryer and brush in one. So imagine like a round brush and a blow dryer had a baby. This is what it would look like. It's amazing. So I'm going to show you that. But first I'm going to show you just kind of some basic tricks with blow drying with Buttercup, which is our blow dryer. You always want to make sure you have good tools because it's a big investment in your hair. So I wet both of the sides of the front of my hair, and I'm gonna first show you guys how to blow dry on each side. So I am going to use this brush. This is also a Drybar brush. I like a bigger round brush. The bigger the brush, the straighter the hair. When you have a small round brush, you get more curl. I don't want a lot of curl. My hair is also very, very curly naturally, so it holds curl really, really well. So I have to be careful on how much I get in there. All right, so I'm gonna turn this on. It's gonna get loud. I'm gonna show you guys. I tend to hold the brush vertically, which I think is an important tip. Also, make sure you're never really blow drying hair in more than a section like this. I find that a lot of people take massive sections of hair, and then it makes it really hard for them to blow dry their hair and to get a good result because you're not getting all the hair in. And then after, I'm going to show you how to get a Manhattan, which is a Drybar blowout, a really popular style that's like sleek and straight. So first I'm going to show you guys with this, and then I'll show the other side. Okay, so that is just one section, and as you can see, I kind of move the brush while I'm blow drying the hair on the brush a lot of different ways. So I'm kind of scooping from underneath as I blow dry, and then I'm working some sections down, some more up. That's kind of the key to getting movement in your hair, is moving the hair all over the place, which is kind of what I did with this one section, as you can see. And a question, do you need a round brush for a Manhattan, or can you use any brush? It really depends. If you have really, really super curly hair, which I used to, but now my hair is not quite as curly, you want to get your hair as kind of as straight as you can with the brush. my hair gets straight really easily. So I'm using this brush because even though I like a Manhattan, I don't like my hair to be like super flat on my face. So I like to have a teeny bit of volume at the top, which is why I use a brush like this. Alternatively, if you have really curly hair, when you're blow drying, you can use a brush like this. This is the Drybar Flatmate, like my favorite brush, hands down. Not only am I using this brush when I'm blow drying my hair with a blow dryer, like around this, like everything down, because I like to create smooth, straighter ends. If I use this brush on the rest of my hair, I can get very bouncy, and I don't want bouncy everywhere else. I just like bouncy in the front, if that makes sense. So anyways, this is a great brush to have. This is nylon and boar. It's actually one of our newest brushes at Drybar, and it is good. So I'll show you guys a little bit about that too as I start blow drying. Something I forgot to show you was this Prep Rally, which is our prime and prep. It's a detangler. So I always put that in my hair when my hair is wet and then comb through it. I did that before I got on here. It really helps like make the hair silky and shiny. It has vitamin B and a bunch of other vitamins in it. So it's really great. It's great detangler. Also, if you have kids and they have ratty hair, not negatively, just like naughty is the word I meant, this is a really good product to use. And then of course with our lemon drop detangler. So I've already put that in my hair. And now I want to show you guys the double shot, which is our, I'll be right back, which is again the blow dryer brush I was telling you about. Yes, it's sulfate free. Everything we do is sulfate free. So this is the double shot, which I mean really is amazing. So I'm going to turn it on and show you guys again how I use it, and then I can walk through it a bit. Okay, so you can see when you have this brush, you can hold two hands on it like I was. Yes, the tension is great. Somebody just said it didn't work for them. Well, I hope that helped. But basically what you want to do is like take the sections of your hair and I like to use two hands on it and just pull it through. The tension is really good and strong, which you always want when you're blow drying your hair is a lot of tension. So you're kind of just blow drying. You can hold this piece. I tend to hold this piece, or I hold both like this, or you can also just go like this. Liz, what's probably going wrong is you probably have too much hair in the section. So that's another thing I tell people is to make sure that you never have too much hair in any section. Okay, so I already blew out the rest of my hair this morning, and so this is the aftermath of it. I'm gonna comb through it with this brush, which, by the way, another tip, something I'm not really doing today, but when I do curl my hair, like for Manhattan, I comb through it after or brush through it afterwards, after the curls have already set, because that helps you get that kind of like that wave instead of like the Manhattan. It's just kind of like a smooth, or sorry, Mai Tai, which is messy, beachy waves. It's kind of just helps the curls, they all kind of combine, and that's a really pretty look, one of my favorite. But now I'm going to show you guys how to basically get a smooth and straight look, which is our Manhattan. So I'm going to show you how I section and see how I have all these like flippies. I don't like that, and my hair gets a little wavy. When I flat iron, it tends to stay pretty straight. Do you use the airbrush on short hair? My hair is that length, but I thought the airbrush would be too big. Not at all. And also, like, especially if you have curly hair. So for like, you know, hair like this is amazing, but hair longer, it'll work too. So you're kind of just taking it like this rolling it up and rolling it down. It really works on any length. And all the stuff I'm going to show you guys today works on any length. You just have to section off the hair as you go. Okay, so my hair is a little flippy. I'm going to show you now if you want to turn your hair into a Manhattan, which is straight and sleek, you definitely want a comb. This is not a comb. This is a clip. These are Hold Me hair clips. Even if you don't have ours, just get one. And I am going to just clip up this hair and use our Tress Press, which is our straightening iron. So all you do, I don't use a comb while I'm using it. A lot of stylists do. And I'm not gonna flat iron right at the tip, the roots, because I want to keep a little bit of volume in the roots. So yes, if you have long hair, thick hair, you want to go small sections, but this is about an inch or two. So I'm going to start about mid shaft and just go down the hair shaft. I don't like to go like under because I like to kind of lengthen my hair. This is like short hair for me. I've always worn my hair longer. So this is shorter for me. So I like to like get the length there. So now I'm going to section off. Someone is asking for curling tips. I prefer to curl with a curling iron. I don't love it for me, but I'll show you guys really quick. If you want to curl with the iron, you just kind of twist it around like that, and then you get a curl. You guys see that? I feel like this works really great on one length hair. You just kind of twist and curl like that. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Our Hot Toddy, it's a heat protectant spray. It's kind of like this. This is the spray for wet hair. This is the spray for dry hair. So you always want to spray this on your hair before you heat treat. And brush those curls out. You guys can kind of see what I was talking about, how these curls, after you brush them, start to just kind of go together. But I'm a big fan of letting the curls set before you touch them. All right, so let's get through this. And the thing is that it doesn't have to take very long. Your sections don't have to be perfect. They just don't make them too big. That's kind of my big takeaway. I gotta get those curls out now. My hair does tend to hold that curl. There we go. So again, I'm just mid-shaft down, not curling under. I feel like beveling ever so slightly. All right, let me drop this last section down. And in a couple of days, I will probably curl my hair. But for now, I'm gonna just let it be straight. I never wear my hair this straight, but now that it's almost one length, I kind of like the way it looks. Just going down the hair shaft. Sometimes I'll go do a quick shot after, and I'll show you guys too some products to use after and how I do the back. All right, so that's pretty much this side. Again, I like it straight, but not like flat to my head, which is why I don't do my roots. A lot of people have really curly roots, and if you have really curly roots, I'd recommend you can use a clip or you can use your fingers. I tend to use my fingers and really pull up that hair, and you can go like in here and do that. I don't like doing that because I like to have a tiny bit of lift at my root. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that's all nice and smooth and move on to the other side, and then I'll show you guys how to do the back because the back is important. I feel like a lot of people let the back go. All right, so the other side, and keep those questions coming. So again, if you have really long hair, you're doing the same thing. You're just clipping off the hair. These Hold Me clips are great because they hold tons of hair. I don't have tons of hair, but they do hold tons of hair. Okay, so again, I'm taking my section is about 1 to 2 inches, never overdoing it. I'm going like mid-shaft to the ends, straight through. What I also don't love is when people kind of go up a little as they come down, because then it actually makes your ends look kind of fried. It doesn't make them look really smooth. The great thing about heat is that it does kind of seal the cuticle of the hair, which is what's happening with mine. Okay, so that section's looking pretty good. And you can see like now my hair looks even a little bit longer, which I love. Okay, so I'm gonna take down another section. My hair is so fine and flat, gets oily fast. How can you make it blow last longer? Oh my gosh, dry shampoo. My hair gets oily fast too. I'm gonna show you, ooh, do I have the dry shampoo? Hold on, I'll be right back. This is our Detox Dry Shampoo. I put it in my hair actually before I go to sleep at night because we all kind of sweat when we sleep. So it's like a preemptive dry shampoo application. And a lot of times like in Drybar, we will spray dry shampoo on someone's hair even after we've just washed it and it's clean because their hair is just prone to oils. If your hair is just naturally kind of on the oilier side, that's okay. You just want to kind of get in front of it. So you can see, even though I'm just using my hands, I'm pulling, again, mid-shaft. My sections are never very big, and just down. I don't like to overdo it at the front because I want there to be a tiny bit of like kind of movement over there. I like that little thing. Yes, Drybar Purple Shampoo is good, and it's also really good for like brunettes. I have naturally brown hair. I used to wear it very blonde. But now I'm going brown, but I still use our purple shampoo because it kind of brings out and brightens up the blonde that I have in my hair. You're never really sure how much dry shampoo to use. I will show you in a minute. So I'm just pulling out the hair that I haven't curled, going straight down. All right, I'm gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I do the back, because I feel like that gets a lot of people. So that's the front. We're in good shape here. Now I'm gonna show you the back. I'll tell you the biggest thing you need to do the back of your hair is to have a mirror, like a handheld mirror, so you can see the back of your hair. As you can see, the back of my hair is kind of crazy. It's like wavy. So I use that mirror to see what's going on in the back of my hair. How do I blow dry my curls into manageable ways without having to flat iron them? You can blow dry your curls with a big round brush. Hold the brush vertically as you blow dry, so you get like a slight wave. And then, like I was saying before, you just want to brush through the hair when you're done, so the curls start to form together. The round what is the brand of the round dryer? It's Drybar, my company. So I am the founder of Drybar, you guys, for those of you who just are tuning in. And I'm just doing a little takeover here. So I've clipped up my hair just about this much. So my hair is pretty straight in the back once I blow dry it. Just put my hair down. So I'm gonna you can pull that hair. Now that I know my section's nice and clean, you can pull that hair from the back to the front, which is something I do. And then I can show you guys too. I can kind of feel the back there. And then I'm gonna pull out even more hair. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna look at the mirror to make sure it's all lined up, and now I'm just gonna, once you get used to this, when you use dry shampoo, should you use it multiple times a day if your hair gets oily? You can, but if you're using a really good dry shampoo, you shouldn't have to use it too many times. So again, if you have longer hair, this is even easier. I tend to get a little more root curl in the back of my hair, so that's why I'm going a little higher on the hair shaft. And I'm pulling out the sides, but I'm gonna have to go in the back and just kind of feel. So I know about here, I've already brushed through this section. So I can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm trusting, because I can feel, you can feel the texture of your hair. And now I will look at the mirror to see how I've done. And I can see that there's like a couple little sections over here I wanna hit. So a lot of this is like feeling the hair. Voila. Okay, so now I am going to release the last section, comb through, make sure there's no tangles anywhere. I'm going to check with my mirror again. So I can see that like here there's curls, it's a little funky up in there. So now I know where to go. And this you can actually kind of start to do from the front because it's just the top layer. So it's easy to kind of pull it up from the top. I hope this is helpful, you guys. It's hard to do your own hair, I know. I've been doing it for 20 years. I've been a professional stylist for 20 years. It's crazy. So now I'm just kind of freehanding it of what I feel like maybe needs to be done. Because you kind of want to always like just look through your hair, see what's working, see what's not. My hair tends to flip because I have some layers, which I don't totally love, but I love everything. So I know someone just said they want to go to Drybar, not do it themselves. I hear you. All right, so I'm going to check out the back, see how that's looking, see if I have some movement. So I feel like, make sure I have some like funky things happening there, which I can feel from underneath. That's like the importance of sectioning, and sometimes I actually will skip through some sections. I get, like I said, like curls at the root and my crown for some reason. So I just like plop the hair forward, which you can do. And now I'm gonna just go back over this. All right, so now that everything is nice and smooth, if you have like a serum, we have some great serums. I'm actually gonna use, we have 100 proof treatment oil, which is amazing. Just it's an oil that helps with the ends, but I am today going to use our sparkling soda, which is like shine mist. Just focusing on the ends. You could also put it on your hands, or if you have the shine serum, you can see how that gives nice shine. And just work it through with your hands. I know a couple people were asking about dry shampoo, so I'll show you how to use that in a second too. And one of my favorite tips and tricks. What do you guys think? Love it. Are they essentially Drybar products you recommend for people on a budget? I mean, a lot of the stuff, almost all the stuff, with probably the exception of the double shot, you can buy at like a CVS or whatever. Some sort of serum, which you're just putting on the ends. The brushes, everything you can buy, you know, at a drugstore. You definitely don't have to use all Drybar stuff. Okay, dry shampoo, detox. So here's the thing with, I think a lot of people tend to use dry shampoo wrong because first of all, they're usually spraying it too close. My Instagram is Ali Webb, ALLIWEBB. Someone just asked. So you want to it's like a lift and spray kind of technique. You want to spray about 3 to 4 inches from the hair and just then rub it in. I never spray it like on my scalp. Most dry shampoos have a little bit of a powdery finish, which you want because that's really what absorbs the oils. And then especially like if you work out or whatever, I like to spray the nape of my neck. It also feels very clean. Ours happens to smell amazing. I know I'm biased. And then like in the back, I usually lift and spray in there. And then just make sure you really blend it all in. Just use your fingertips. And lastly, one of my favorite tips, sometimes also another tip and trick I like, while my hair is still kind of warm, I put it behind my ears because then I get like a little bit of a bend right there in my hair. So I'm gonna let it just chill out behind my ears. Another thing I've been doing lately, because I am getting gray, which that might be a problem for some of you guys at home, and I can't get my hair colored. I actually already sprayed it in this morning because I had some Zoom calls today already. I spray brown dry shampoo right at my root to cover up my grays, but it also covers up the scalp, which actually like makes your hair look thicker and fuller, I think. I only discovered this a few months ago, and it turns out this is like something that hairstylists have been doing on set forever. So it just goes to show there's always something new to learn. I'm just gonna hit this last piece. And by the way, if anyone's curious, this is our like thicker truss press. We have a smaller one, but I like the thicker one. And I keep the heat at about 410. I believe this one goes to 450, but you don't need that much heat. If you have like virgin, super, super healthy hair, then you can go on the highest heat, but I usually say go a little lower. So I've just sprayed in the brown dry shampoo. Sometimes it can be a little dirty. It's not dirty, but like there's a little bit of color pigment in there. So I will use my hands, swipe it off. I'm getting sweaty. I have a lamp on me that you guys can't see. Talk a little bit about your experience having your own company. Yes, well, I have 4 minutes left on here, so I will tell you, I started Drybar 10 years ago. It started out as a mobile blow dry business, and I very quickly realized there was a pretty massive hole in the marketplace for a place for women to go in a beautiful space and not break the bank. When we started, we were only $35. Now we're $45 in most locations 10 years later because, you know, life and rent and all of that good stuff. But yeah, it's just been this crazy journey, and we have 150 locations across the country. We have 4,000 stylists, which is such a trip. Sadly, we are all not working right now until we can back up the shops. But yeah, I mean, I didn't go to college. I don't have a business degree. My parents were entrepreneurs. So I learned a lot about like the nuts and bolts of running a business, how you treat people, from my parents. And a lot of it is just, you know, paying attention of all the different jobs I had in my life. And, again, treating people really well and figuring things out as you went. You know, I didn't have all the answers, but I talked to as many people as I could, and, you know, learned as much as I could. I feel like I got an MBA in business, building Drybar and learning how to scale and grow. And it was like baby steps of learning, how to run a business. And I think it's just a lot of hustle, a lot of hard work, asking a lot of questions, being open to feedback. So yeah, there's a lot. Sorry, I'm looking at some of the questions. Yeah, it's really been like a life, like a dream come true. I, never expected Drybar to turn into what it has. But it's been so fun to grow it. And, I'm super grateful. I can't wait for us to get back open. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This is my Manhattan. I hope you like it. Maybe I'll come back and yes, I'm a professional hairstylist. I've been a licensed hairstylist for like 20 years. But I was saying maybe I'll come back and do a Mai Tai and show you guys how to get some waves and curls in your hair. So thanks for watching. If you want to follow me, I'm Allie Webb, ALLIWEBB, or check us out on Drybar, The Drybar. Squeeze is not open either. Squeeze is my other company I'm a co-founder of, which is a massage concept where you go in. And yeah, thanks you guys. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. Everybody stay safe. Mwah.